Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. Doing like the reboot after patch 1.2, and let's see here. Got to kind of figure out what I need. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and get the straw cleaned up here. And we'll just bring whatever we can over here to the, well, no, I guess we'll just pick up whatever we can. I don't know if I'll need to really take more. I think 21,000, which is, I think, what this Stratman holds. I think that's probably going to be more than enough, you know, to keep the horses going for 10 days. And then once we get finished with this, we can go ahead and get our seeder planting this field. Probably have to start from the south side. Because we're going to have to cut some trees down at some point. I think that might have been one of the things I was alluding to before the, well, around the end of episode 3 maybe, that, you know, we're probably going to need to at some point cut the trees down at the ends of the fields. You know, I'll probably want to expand field, what is it, 26? Yes. All right. So let's take this down to the horses. Just like this. Boom. Offload any additional straw, which doesn't look like we needed to. And let's see, oats. So pretty much all we really need right now are just oats and hay. Oats we'll be planting on field 26, and hay we'll have to actually pick up from the farm store. So let's see, let's shut him off. Let's go get our seeder. And we will get started. First things first, though, I want to make sure I'm on the right crop. I want to be on soybeans. And I'm going to go ahead and hire the worker here, just so that we've got a nice straight line. Okay. Next up, I think, do I have to go into medium? Yes, we need the medium tractor, 6M, and we're actually going to do some configuration here. I want this one to have, you know, narrow tires as well. We're going to upgrade to the 6155M. Oh, excuse me. And I just ate something here before the last episode, and now it's starting to percolate back up. Let's see, front loader attachment. Yes, we definitely want a front loader attachment. I'm going to buy this outright. And then we are going to go into our attachments. And we're going to buy the front loader, the 643R, which is the arm. And then we're going to buy a pallet fork. We're going to make that in John Deere color. It's kind of pretty cool. We can choose the color here. And we're going to buy that. And let's see, the next thing I want to buy is I want to buy a second trailer. And we're going to buy another, well, wait a second. We don't actually have to buy another trailer. Well, I guess in the In the interest of saving time, we might want to, but we don't really have to. So here is our 6M, which I absolutely love this tractor. It's just really cool with the front loader on there. While I am here, let's go ahead and pick up this front weight, and we'll carry it back to the farm. The reason why I want to go back to the farm is I want to pick up the trailer with the that we put the oats in, so that we can transport. Actually, wait a second. Since I'm here, I might as well bring a bale back with me, right? So we'll do a square. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do one square hay bale. Okay. And off we go, back to the farm. So we've got this interior of the John Deere here. All the mirrors at work. Very, very nice. I'm going to switch over to my controller here so I have a little bit smoother control on my steering. Just using a regular Xbox 360 wired controller that I've had for quite a long time. Look up here a little bit. So right now we're down to $326,000, which is not going to be, I don't think, enough to purchase a new combine. But I think if we sell our current combine, we might be, you know, we might be able to get a decent combine. Really right now, I think all we desperately need are going to be, I think really all we need is the combine and a weeder. Probably a weeder before the combine, but oh, I forgot to stop them. Wait a second. Let's do that. Let's see. Actually, he's done an excellent job up at this end of the field. Even with the trees being there, I'm rather impressed. Or she has done a good job. Excellent work. All right, well, I guess I'm not going to have to worry so much about it anyway. Okay, so when you've got your hay here, all you have to do is just, you know, run it into the feed area, and bam, it's going to disappear. And there you go. There's your hay. So I'm just going to take the front weight up here. Oh, and we still have to buy some roosters and hens. So let's do that really quick. So just come up here to the front gate. We're going to hit R, and then I'm just going to purchase like 4 white chickens, 4 black chickens. Actually, I don't even need 4. Let's just do 2 of each color and a rooster. So that's $455. Space to confirm, and there we go. And they're just going to reproduce. They're going to do their thing. We're going to go and get a... well, let's see here. Should have brought the other 4. Well... Well, what we're going to do here, just so that we have enough hay, is we are going to turn this around. We're going to take it down to our vehicle shop down here. For the What is this shop? What is this thing called? Vehicle workshop. Okay. I was saying the vehicle shop. We're going to customize this, and we're actually going to reduce its capacity down to basically just bale loading, and then it doesn't cost us anything to do this. And so we're going to do that, and now we can drive up and buy some bales. Okay, next up, let's transition over to our seeder. And I'm going to switch to Oats by hitting the Y button on my keyboard. And there you can see the symbol is for Oats down at the bottom right. And we're going to get started here. And away we go. So now we just head on back to the store. As I take a sip of coffee. And I don't think... No, we still cannot borrow anymore. Though if we were to purchase field 22, that might increase the amount of money that we can borrow. Maybe. But if I'm wrong, this is going to put us into kind of a big hole. Because right now, what I want to do is I want to sell my New Holland. I want to buy the John Deere, the 560i. Or T560i, I think it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the trailer right here and disconnect. Now we're going to go into the store under Objects, Bales, Square Bales. I'm going to buy 3 at a time. I'm going to buy 2 stacks. You probably buy a 3rd stack to put on the back, but I think 3 is going to be just fine for right now. And we're going to line up square on the bale. And we need to be really careful, so we're going to stab our pallet forks right in. You can use pallet forks if you want. You can use bale forks. And we're just going to raise it up fairly slowly here so that we're above the deck of our trailer here. Let's set this down. Oh. This tractor has a tendency to roll backwards. I'm not sure if there is a physics issue or exactly what's going on, but I have noticed it. And there we go. So we've got the first 3 on there. Now we put the next 6. You kind of want to tilt the forks in just a little bit. Now the bales are fairly heavy, so they might cause your you know, the tractor to tilt backwards. On. Okay, so what I'm going to do is while I'm holding that in place, I'm going to come back around here and I'm actually going to strap all of the bales down. And then we can pull out, everything's good, and we'll be able to head right back to the farm. Oh, wait a second. I think one other thing I can do is, let's see, let's try to set the pallet fork up on top of here. Oh really? You can't detach the tool up there. Darn. I was hoping I'd be able to detach the pallet fork and then just strap it down to the trailer, but apparently you can't do that. Alright, so back to the farm. I love how only the top two bales appear to be strapped down, so I don't know if that's going to cause a problem for us later on, but we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it here. And actually, before I head all the way back, I want to check my seeder to make sure if he's done or not. All right. So now I want to switch back to soybeans. We're going to go behind the our buildings here. And I just want to make kind of a headland or two back here because I've had problems with the hired workers turning around and stopping harvesting at the appropriate points, probably because of the trees that are back here. That's something that we're going to have to take care of, you know, at a later time. Okay. So let's just go ahead and turn around. I think we're good here. Yep. And now we'll just go straight down, and he should be able to finish out the entire field. I am going to kind of watch it as we pass the house, because occasionally it will get stuck. You know, it kind of sees the house as a, you know, an object, and it won't pass it. So as long as we get past that, we'll be fine, and I will tab back to the John Deere. I think we're going to be fine. All right. All right, so heading back. Obeying the speed limits, kind of. Bridge speed limit. Where's a bridge? Bridge speed limit. Where the heck is a bridge around here? I don't believe there are any bridges down here, or back there for that matter. So we've got these bales. All we have to do is just drive them right over the top of the feed area, and it will automatically consume the bales. We don't even have to unstrap them, as you will see in just a moment. Bam. Then we can hit the L button to remove all the straps. And we'll just take this over. Take this over here. And then we can convert our trailer back into, you know, an actual grain trailer. So we can go to customize, capacity 4,000, 8,000, and we do have to pay for the 12,000. So we'll do that. Actually, we shouldn't need to yet, just in the interest of trying to save some money. So if we look at our horses now, or well, there's our chickens. Let's go down to, yep, horses. They're a little low on oats, but like I said, we're going to plant some oats. We have planted some oats, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. So there we go. Got our chickens. Okay, now the next thing, in order to feed the chickens, we're going to want to put away our pork. No. Oh. Just the front part. We need to get a bucket for our front loader here. So we're going to do that. And we should probably also buy a weeder while we're up here, because as soon as we're done seeding field 19, we're going to be ready to fast forward time. I'm not exactly sure what my crop prices are like, so let's go take a look really quick. 2,885 at the ranch. That's actually not a bad price. Helper H has completed their task. That appears to be the seeder. Let's check the field out here. Indeed, it does appear that they're all growing. You can see right here that band that needs liming. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fast forward time. We're just going to put it on 120. And we'll drive up to the vehicle shop, and we'll, you know, check our fields once we get up there. We'll check them for fertilization, if they need to be weeded, and all those things. All right. So we get up here, we are going to need a couple of items. So we'll go into front loaders, we'll go into the buckets, universal bucket, I think that's the only one. We'll eventually want to buy a log fork as well. But universal buckets, John Deere color, of course. We're going to want to buy that. And then we want to click on weeders, and I'm just going to go ahead and buy the Trefler tails, and we're going to buy it. And there we go. All right, so there's our fields. Let's go ahead and slow down time. And let's hook this guy up with the fertilizer spreader. And we'll put them right to work. And where's my other guy? Okay, here we go. And we'll just get this tractor out of the way. Okay. And let's get into John Deere. Let's get this guy back to the farm. Now you can see that we had our first growth stage back there. And that's when you want to go ahead and fertilize. You can fertilize. Whoops, I needed to back up. You can fertilize later, so long as the crop isn't fully grown. Like when it kind of turns, you know, the goldish brown color, then it is too late. But as long as it's green, you can still fertilize it. Now, another thing that they've introduced into Farming Simulator 19 is weeding. And basically, weeds will grow up in your crop and will reduce your well, they won't reduce from the, you know, the standard yield, but they will reduce from your double yield. And that's what you get, you know, if you do all of the fertilization steps, plowing, weeding, and also liming. So, yeah. All right, Helper E has finished. So let's go ahead and tab back to Helper E, and we'll put him on fields 24, what is it, 23 and 24? No, 24 and 25. Now, you might just look at the field and you're like, well, I don't know if I have weeds or not. And they can be difficult to see, and I'm just going to kind of jump out here to see if I can determine whether or not we have some weeds. And at first glance, I'm not seeing any. Nope, I am definitely not seeing any weeds. So to determine whether or not we have weeds or not, we would go into our filters, go under soil composition. And I would say I leave soil composition up probably 95% of the time. There are times when I'll check like your plant growth or even fruit types, but generally I would say I almost always have the soil composition up. And you want to look for the pink overlay here. So if we turn these three off, there's no weeds yet. And I don't know if we have any fields. Okay, so here are the weeds coming in. And the way the Giants engine works is the weeds will actually pass down the field from north to south. So as this makes its way south, it will eventually reach us. So I'm going to just fast forward time like 15 times or 15% or whatever it's supposed to be, and then we're going to drive this back to the farm, and then hopefully maybe by the time we get back, it'll be done. So now we are down to $275,000, which may not even be enough to buy the combine that we need. So we might actually have to lease it. I don't like leasing vehicles. I think it's kind of a waste of money. Though they have made it a little bit more logical in FS19. So yeah, you can see that the weeds are starting to go south. Let's just increase it to 30%. And I am going to set the weeder right here for right now. And what I'm going to do is we're going to look at our chickens really quick. And they need wheat or barley in order to survive. And so what I'm going to do is we're just going to come up. We're going to get a load of wheat or barley. Or probably just wheat. And yeah, we'll just choose wheat. Bam. I bet you didn't know you can do that. Pretty cool, huh? And we'll just bring it over here and we will dump it into the feed bin for the chickens. Right like this. And they are almost fully fed, so their productivity rate should actually go up to 100%, and they will start reproducing. And I think this one holds up to 100 Is it 100 chickens? I think it's 100 chicken coops. Yeah, 100, and then if you want, you can get a large chicken coop, and it holds up to 400. And the chickens will produce eggs. The eggs will actually appear in little boxes right here, and then you sell the eggs, well, wherever they're most profitable. And, well, I tell you what, for right now, let's go ahead and leave the bucket over here. Whoop. Just the bucket. I don't really need the bucket for anything else at the moment. And let's see how the weeds are coming. All right, so the weeds are coming along there. Let's see. There are some fields that need to be limed. Ooh, harvesting 28,000. This is corn on field 8. We also have harvesting wheat and selling at the restaurant. Barley. Don't want the. Oh man, that one is very, very tempting. But corn is fairly demanding because you have to kind of offload the. I mean, so is wheat though. But that's field 11. Where's field 11? Yeah, right there. So basically, every time the combine's going to go up and back, we're going to have to be there offloading. I'm going to borrow the items because we're going to get at least probably 25,000 off of doing this contract. And it'll allow us to take a look at the New Holland CR 1090, which I don't get to see too often. Well, we saw it plenty in Farming Simulator 17, that's for sure. All right, so up to this is field 8, if I'm not mistaken. Oh gosh, the train is coming. Oh no. Phew! We got through there by the skin of our teeth. All right, so field 8. So we'll get up there to field 8 and get this guy started doing the harvesting. And we want to kind of pull off to the side of the road. We don't want to hit the cars. I'm going to increase time again to 60. And I'm really kind of debating on how I want to progress with the possibility of buying field 22 or leasing a tractor. I'm just kind of indecisive right now. Okay, so we're going to hire the worker here. We're going to get our semi-truck, which is the Lizard Hulk. And it looks like we've got the Wilson trailer here, which is really nice with the white sides on it. I like the Wilson trailer with the stainless steel. It just looks really nice with stainless steel, I think. And we'll just kind of put him in position to offload the corn. And once we get up here, we'll kind of take a look and see where we're at as far as the... it's going to start getting dark. Oh! Let's slow down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look how full it is already. Probably like 5,000 or 6,000 liters in there already. Or maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so there you can see that the... let's see, I'm going to speed up to 5%. we're going to grab the John Deere and we're going to put the John Deere on weeding duty for field 19, and then hopefully it'll continue south as we do this other field. Then all the fields will be ready to go. Now, if you wait to weed your fields for too long, you'll actually have to use the chemical sprayer or the herbicide. Otherwise, you end up losing some of your crop. I think it's around 15%, but we can check on that here in just a moment. All right. And I'm hoping... No, I haven't waited too long. So we can see here that the field is the blue area, and we actually have to refresh this every time, but we can see how it's properly weeded. The only other thing I need to do is actually fertilize field 26, which for some reason I've forgotten to do. So let's get this guy. There we are. And we'll just hire the worker out to do that really quick. Ah! And there's our beautiful farm. All right, so while we're doing that, he's already at 6,087, which is almost halfway full. We've already offloaded almost 4,000 off, so yeah, pretty much one pass is almost full. That's going to be probably around 10,000. Okay, Helper I has completed their task. That would be the fertilizer. Now, doing these types of jobs it's going to take a long time doing contracts, especially on field 8 when you're only doing 6 miles an hour essentially. Okay, so he's empty. Let's see. Okay, so everything is done, or all the fields are now full of weeds, which is what I want. I want to take a look at the New Holland here, the TX32, because we've done the first little wheat harvest with this, but I don't really want to do any more harvest with it. It's not a very efficient combine, and so we're going to come up and... Oh, our trailer's in the way. Let's get the trailer out of the way. Ugh. Okay, Helper D has completed his task. That's the first of the weeding finished. Now, with the horses, if you're not using the horse helper mod, you will actually have to take your horses out before midnight every day and ride them. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So let's get out here, and I just want to take a look. Okay, so this is going to give us 28,500. Let's see here. 28.5. No, 28.5. There we go. And I'm just going to pull forward enough to drop the header off. We're going to back up. And we're going to see how much this one... Okay, 89. Okay, I'm just going to say 89. So we're going to get 5. Let's see, 7, 1, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so we're going to get about 117,000, a little more than that, for these two items. So 117,000. So we got 375. So around 390, roughly. So if I am to purchase a combine, and if I want to purchase the T560, we've got 285,000 right now. And we would also need the header for it, which is this guy. So we should have enough money if we were to sell this combine, which is good. That's a good thing. All right, start the engine. All right, let's fold up here while we're going up the hill, I guess. And then let's unfold, and we'll get to work on field 26. Okay, 9,000 there. Let's just move him out of the way, just in case the combine makes it up this far. And we want to move this guy out of the way. Now, whenever you've got whenever you need to do weeding or fertilizing or anything like that, you always want to make sure that your time acceleration is at 1. Now, sometimes, like if you're playing on a multiplayer server, it might be set to like 15 or 30 or something else, just to keep time moving for for all the people on the server. But if you're just playing by yourself, always slow down time to normal time. That way, you don't have you're not going to or progressing to later growth stages where you can no longer use the weeders and would have to use the herbicide spray, which is a lot more expensive, especially when you have small fields like we do right now. Okay, so we're just gonna come up here, offload. Ah. Okay, looks like Helper H has completed their task. That task should be the weeding of field 26. And as soon as the combine is finished offloading, we'll transition down to that field. There we go. And always verify that you are finished. It looks like we are. And so I'm going to start from the southwest corner. This is the southeast corner right here. Right here is the southwest corner, and work my way east. That way we don't have any potential things to run into as we move further east. All right, so away he or she goes. All right, moving on to the New Holland. As neat of a retro combine as this guy is, it still must go. And we must we must avail ourselves of the best equipment that we possibly can in the shortest period of time. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take this back up to the shop and we're going to buy a John Deere. Ooh. So again, right now, nopes. If we buy, 285,000. So we got 275 right now. we're going to be just fine. We're going to have another, 30, 35,000 probably with the corn harvest that we're going to do. At least I'm hoping that we get that much. Generally, depending on what you're harvesting, you're usually left with between like 5 and 10,000 extra crops, so long as you're careful not to sell it all at the end of the, because you can actually complete the contract before you sell all of the crop that you get from that contract, and if you complete that contract and you continue offloading that crop, you get the money from it. You get the money from it anyway. So, why not either save the crop or sell it at another location where you can maximize the profit that you get for that crop. All the old school switches and everything. Too bad we don't have an interior light, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it, I don't guess. Now, the other thing that I could purchase if I really wanted to would be a header trailer. I don't think we're really going to need one. I think we can get by without one, because we're not going to get any traffic on these roads back here, just out on this main loop up here. There's some cars there. I don't see anything coming towards us. We'll pull right in here. There goes the train again. Oh, have I turned off tab to train? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Turn off the headlights. And get ready to say goodbye to the TX23. So 88,000 there, so we'll sell it. And 28,000 there. So now we've got 392,000. So let's go and purchase our John Deere. We're just gonna, I think, do standard wheels. We could do tracks for extra money, but we can put all those on later if we want. Right now, I just want to save some money. And so we got that, and we still have $107,000 left over. So we're going to go and buy the 625X. And it's going to be right up here past the garbage pit. And there we go. And, oh, the header trailer, that's actually part of the job. So here is our T560i. Which is really nice. I don't know if we can, yeah, we can get up on top of here. Kind of see what all is up here. Coolness. All right, so let's pull around back of the header. We'll pick up our header. We'll make our way back to the shop, or back to the farm. We're already at the shop. Okay, so it looks like all of our weeding is finished. Let's go check on our job here. Uh-oh. So Helper B has a full grain tank. Let's go ahead and offload Helper B. We are. Okay, so the first half of the Wilson trailer is full. So we're just going to back or pull it forward to the back half, and hopefully that'll be full. And let's get our John Deere back to the farm and ready for the ready for its first harvest, our second harvest really. And this thing actually is pretty fast. So we just want to kind of keep it between the telephone poles. Ah, I think I hit that car. Whoops. Don't. Oh, I hit the sign. It's kind of hilarious how easily the street signs fall over. Because I'll tell you, in the real world, street signs do not fall over that easily. At least none that I've ever seen. Oh, I guess I can fast forward time, can't I? So we're going to go full 120 speed. All out. And I'm just going to take this up to field 26. And we'll do the oats first. I'll have to kind of check to see how much time I got left in the recording here. But we should get very nice yields, or maximum yields on all of our fields. Yields on our fields. And we'll go ahead and shut him down. Now, as far as the horses go, you know, again, let's see if we pick up a horse here. So we're on Unagi. You can actually just jump on any of the horses at any time. You can open up the gate there or just jump your horse out. It's at night, so it's kind of hard to, you know, it's not as easy to see. But you can ride your horse around. And as you do, let's go find Unagi here. You can see that there's a little percentage down here at the bottom. So it's at 8%, 9% now. And that's essentially like his fitness rating for the day. And you want to get that up to 100% for, you know, every day. So if you've got 8 horses, you're going to have to ride all 8 of them for about 5 minutes at a time. Now, because I've got the horse helper mod and we're coming up to the nighttime, or, you know, the midnight. Oh, there it is. It's already, I think it happens at 11 p.m. So each one of these are all at 100%. And then as you saw right there, because they were at 100%, they gain a full 10% on their value. So now the horses are valued at 7,800 and something. And so yeah, the horse helper mod just takes a lot of work out of raising the horses. You still have to keep them fed, but you know, as far as actually being forced to ride them every day, you can kind of ride them as you want, and then, you know, we want to not wash the horse, but brush the horse. Do horses really sleep on the ground? I always thought they stood while they slept. Hashtag I know nothing about horses. All right, how much time do we have left? Man, we are almost done. Oh my gosh. We blew through this episode. How the heck did how did we go so far? And we've almost got a full trailer here too, so yeah, we'll go and offload. We got a few minutes left. I was hoping that we would be able to get to the next day, but alas, we have not. But now we're at least in a very, very good position to start growing our farm and, you know, making money on the crops, on the horses, and all that good stuff. So, okay, so he's got a nearly full grain tank. And I would say after really, you know, half of last episode and this full episode here, I'm pretty much exactly where I want to be. I've got all the equipment, or all the basic equipment that I need, and we'll be able to buy additional equipment as we need it down the road. So let's see here. What else is going on? Just a couple more days until the winter solstice. That's when the days stop getting shorter in the northern hemisphere and start getting longer again. Of course, we won't really notice that too much until probably the end of February, but at least it's coming. And then I cannot wait for daylight savings time to kick back in again. I think it's in like around the middle of March, so that it doesn't get dark so dreadfully early every day. It's just crazy how dark it gets so early. All right, well, we're still waiting for our crops to grow. Fold this up, and there, our crops are all grown. Nice, very, very nice. So we'll just fast forward time a little bit more, just so that it can kind of get a little brighter out. And the sun comes up. There we go. All right, so let's slow down time, and more importantly, I am going to say goodbye. And you're like, no. We'll come back in the next episode. We'll do the harvest. Hopefully, we'll finish off field number 8, and let's see what else. And we'll begin seeding for yet another crop, I guess. Let's see. We've got not very great prices on soybeans. I like to see these prices at or above 3,000 in order to maximize that. So we'll just bank all of our all of our soybeans until we get a really good price. And then, in the meantime, we can just, do contracts. And we'll make, quite a bit of money on the contracts. Probably, usually you can clear, if you're really good, you can clear about 100,000 a day if you get good contracts. So let's see, what's the best way to get down to the port grain elevator? Probably going this way through town. All right, guys. Well, we will see you when we come back in the next episode, and we will get everything started. Guys, as always, please do not forget to hit that like button, as it helps me out tremendously. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Brad M73, and this has been Farming Simulator 19. Bye for now.